guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so you guys probably have seen clips of V's interview that she granted to Money Talks. Yes, the full interview is here on YouTube at Money Talks YouTube page. You can go check it out. Yes, so I'm going to talk about some of the things she talked about in that interview concerning her relationship with her fellow ex-bbnaija housemate Neo. Also, what she said about, her thoughts about Tolanibaj and Venita. Yes, guys. So some clips from that interview has, landed on different blogs since last night. And I said, you know what, let me go check the whole video out and not take anything out of context before I give you guys my opinion on what she said. Now, I went and I saw the interview. Very beautiful interview. V is as articulate as ever. Yes, guys. So let's dive right into it.
I feel like it should have been better if after we came out of the house, we just went our separate ways.
His cousin, if she ever publicly apologized to you, would you accept it?
No.
She was asked if she felt vindicated by what went down, in the All-Stars house when everybody saw, how Tolanibaj and Neo were moving and everybody was like, oh my goodness, V was right, and she said, she will not really call it vindication, but now everybody can see what she's been, saying, that she was not actually paranoid or she was not crazy. And seeing them do what they did in the house, it's nothing that concerns her. She was not in the house, but she has actually moved on from that whole drama. Yes, guys, she was asked about, going back into the house, and she said this, situation with Neo and everything was part of the reason why she was like, okay, it's better for her not to go back into the house, because she weighed it. I mean, Tolanibaj is there, Neo is there. It would have been a disaster. And even though going back into the house would have, given her more fame, given her more opportunities, but she weighed the both options, and not going back into the house, was a better option for her, because according to her, if she had gone back into that house, she probably wouldn't have lasted in the house. She probably would have been disqualified. Yes, because she could not take it, because some people were just there because, oh, we've been there, we've done that, so we can do whatever we like. And she could not, take that, if she was there. She talked about the kiss. Yes, she was asked about the kiss, how she felt when she saw Tolanibaj and Neo kissing. And she was like, she didn't really feel any type of way. She was like, what the hell? Normally she would have been angry. She should be angry, because, this is a person that had insulted her, insulted the guy she was with at that time, which was Neo, insulted their relationship in public. And here you are, locking lips with this person. Of course, on a norm, she would have been angry and all of that. But she was like, what exactly is going on here? What is this? Right? And she also went on to say that whoever decided to do whatever they did in the house, be badly behaved in the house, that's on them. If that was a strategy for them, that's on them. She also talked about how she and Neo had a conversation, or the last conversation that they had, which was last year. I think that was August 2022, and how he made it look like everything she was talking about was in her imagination, and that was, the end or the last time that they spoke. Yes, she said that in that house, right, she actually was the one that walked up to Neo and asked him out, because she was like, okay, I saw a fine guy, and I like the guy, and I toasted the guy, if he accepts, no wahala. If you don't accept, I move on. That it would have been better if they had come out of the house and went their separate ways. Maybe, just maybe, they would have stayed with friends, right? And that would have been the smart thing to do, because pursuing the relationship outside of the house, as a celebrity, it was tough. People were always trying to poke their noses in their relationship and all of that. So a lot of things, adding up, it would have been better that that relationship had just ended the moment that they left the Big Brother house. Yes. And she said even up until this moment, after everything that happened with Neo and Tolanibaj in the house, people still come to her DMs and tell her, oh, I mean, you should try and make up with Neo, you should try and, go back to Neo and all of that. And she was like, what if the tables were turned? What if she was the one that was in the All-Stars house, frolicking and kissing a guy that, had posed a threat to their relationship and had insulted she and her ex? Would Nigerians be lenient? Will Nigerians still come into her DMs and say all the things that they say? It kind of like shows us, where people's head are, kind of shows us what people, the kind of society we are in. And this is my own words, not hers. Yes, guys. And she was asked about Venita. I mean, that is Neo's cousin, her role in the breaking of the relationship. She said she played a part, in that. And even when she talked about it with Neo kind of like swept it under the carpet, and when she was asked if Venita had come out, to apologize publicly, will she accept it? She said the thing is this, she will not. She's not a fool, right? And the presenter was like, oh, I mean, she's acting like a hard girl. She said, no, this is not about being a hard girl. This is being a smart person. Like, when, to stay away from bad energy. You see bad energy and you stay away from it. It's quite a simple thing and a smart thing to do, right? So that's basically, the part of the interview that went viral, and that's like in a summary what she has said. I know I've said a lot. Anyways, what do I think about the interview? I see a lot of people saying, oh, V, why is she talking about Neo? She should move on, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, shut up. Yes, I said it. Shut up. Because this guy has talked about this girl that is V in the house, said some things that he shouldn't have said how V had wanted to come back and all of that. Meanwhile, it was a mutual conversation. It was like both of them trying to sort out their situation or whatever it is that was going on between them. And he made it look like, oh, she was trying to come back. So yes, she had every right to talk about him. And like I said earlier, this is like the very first time V is addressing this issue in the public domain. Number two, what V has said about, Venita, I kind of stand with it, right? Even if it's not everybody that apologizes to you that you have to go back to and start, being cordial with. Like sometimes, okay, apologize to your apology and move on, right? And looking at everything, from the actions we've seen, in the house, to what V has said here, it comes down to what we've all feared, that in that relationship, it was like three people in that relationship and not just two. And by three people, I mean Venita, V, and Neo. So Venita actually played a very major part in their breakup. Yes. And also, it also goes to tell you guys that the kind of person that Neo is, right? He's trying to be like this Mr. Good guy, but he isn't really, because if you can go ahead into that house still relating with, a girl that has wanted you, has insulted you, insulted your girlfriend at the time, and still go back into a show like Big Brother and still start partnering with that person, kissing that person, the person that demanding boundaries from you and all of that, it's kind of a testament to your character. And as for Tolanibaj, she's always wanted Neo. I mean, we all know that, and everything we saw in the All-Stars house has confirmed this. V doesn't really have to do much now, does she? Because Tolanibaj has once again showed us that, I mean, yeah, Neo her kidney, right? So in everything, I believe, yes, V has been vindicated. I also believe she has moved on. And I also think that we all should move on too, especially the people that have the guts to go to her DM and tell her to get back with Neo. Like, what exactly do you want in your life? So move on. Baby girl is done and dusted with that relationship. Like, I would give anything anything at all, to have Venita and V sit down in an interview and let's just trash this out. I know I'm being an aproko, but honestly, I would give anything to have both of them because these are two straight talking humans, right? And having them sit there, talk with their eloquence and everything, it will be one explosive interview. Don't you guys think so? Well, I think so because now we are hearing V side of the story, even though she did not really go in depth in it. Imagine when Venita also tells her side of the story and both of them are there to counter each other. That would be beautiful. Like it will make one hell of an interview. I wish that happens or somebody does that. It will be very, very interesting. But what are your thoughts on this whole matter? Let me know in the comment section. And before you form a full opinion, I will beg you to go watch the interview, then come back, listen to what I have to say, and let me know your thoughts. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams.